If you know me, you know that I'm constantly banging the drum about Medium. Start your Medium blog, I say. Write on Medium and you can eventually find success. Medium is the best place to publish your work. I constantly talk about Medium, but there is a valid point people bring up about Medium. There's a valid point that I want to address in this video. I have addressed it in other videos, but I'm still going to address it in this one because I've seen some things, that have really helped solidify this message and solidify my thinking about the platform. But before we get into the topic, make sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel. Hit the little notification bell so you can get brand new videos when they come out. That notification bell is very, very important because we are going to continue on this blogging journey together, and I would hate for you to miss those updates. Okay, the topic I want to address is a simple question. Is it too late to get started on Medium? And that's a very valid question. I'm not going to lie to you. It would definitely be harder for me to get the same amount of success that I have right now if I had to start all over, even if I retained my writing skills. There's definitely more competition on Medium than there was when I first joined the platform. It is definitely going to be an uphill battle for you in the beginning when you are writing on Medium. You are definitely probably going to have to put in more work than someone who got started earlier. These are all basically facts. But that being said, I still don't think it's too late to get started on Medium at all, and here are a few reasons why. Number one, Medium is by far the most successful platform that you have a chance at using to build a writing career. You are not going to be better off trying any alternative method. I promise you. You can build a back-end business based off of blogging. You can do that. And I have seen some people who talk about the fact that Medium is really a difficult platform to thrive on because you have to write a lot and you have to do a lot of volume to be successful. Actually, my good friend Benjamin Hardy, he talks about the fact that, writing often on Medium, even if you get really good at it, it's kind of equivalent to living paycheck to paycheck, where you have to keep writing in order to continue to make money. And he's pretty much right about that. And he is right about the fact that in the long term, you probably do want to build some sort of back-end business along with your writing if you want to have a full-time career. That being said, I know how writers work. I know how most aspiring writers work, and I know that the likelihood of them building a back-end business first is much less than them finding some traction and getting some money in their pockets on Medium. Most writers, most aspiring bloggers make $0, period. And prior to the period when Medium came out, I see a lot of people in writers groups and Facebook groups and like, yeah, I just made my first $5. I made my first $10. Woohoo. And some of them are being like sarcastic, but they don't understand that the monetizing opportunities before places like Medium were basically having to create that back end. So people didn't even get to have those little wins of 5, 10, 15, 20 bucks. They had $0 because they quit before ever making it to that back end. So for those people who are bearish on Medium, I welcome them to try something else. I really do. I welcome them to find a platform that gives them the ability to get paid and still does allow you to add calls to action to your post so that you can build your email list and can build your back-end business. There's literally no downside to publishing on Medium at all. Even if you wanted to go the other route where you're publishing blogs on WordPress and you want to do SEO and build traffic and build the products behind that, that's great. But you can still republish your articles to Medium for free. There's no downside. There's only upside. So argument number one, there's only upside. Argument two for why it's not too late on Medium. It's late, but it's not necessarily too late, right? So here's a perfect example, analogy that's interesting to me because it's something I've been getting interested in my own life, and that is the idea of investing, right? So you have all these investment analysts, and the stock price will rise to a certain point. And some people will say, okay, now is the time to sell this stock. Don't buy this stock because the price is just too high. It's already saturated. There are too many buyers in the market. It's too high. But then the price keeps going up. And the price keeps going up and up and up and up and up and up. And then they say it again. The price is too high. The price is too high. The price is too high. But then it keeps going up. Keeps going up. Keeps going up. Keeps going up. Now, this isn't to say that all stocks forever go up. Obviously, that isn't the point. But that's to illustrate the point that sometimes people are wrong when they say things are too saturated. Right? So I think I was looking at there's Amazon stocks out there. It's at like $3,200 a share. And earlier in the year, at the beginning of the year, it was like $1,700 a share, which seems like $17 a share seems like a high stock market share. I'm not really an expert. I was like, that's really high. But then it went up to $3,200, right? So that's saying that good companies can get even better. And when I look at Medium, I do see it as a good company that could be even better. So Medium's they're working through things. They're trying to get better with the platform. They're testing out different models. Sometimes the things that they do harm my income. They made an algorithm change where they switched from clapping being the metric to get you paid to read time, and that shrunk my earnings quite a bit. But then I adapted and figured out different ways to overcome that. And now I'm adapting every single day, and they're going to make changes, continue to make changes in the future. But I keep the constant that knowing that my writing skills are on point, knowing that I'm someone who pays attention to and follows a platform religiously, that I'm going to be able to adapt. And I think in the long term, the company is going to be successful. So I continue to ride that wave, just like some people say that something is too overpriced, too saturated. Well, it keeps getting better. I've seen the amounts of money that people are making on Medium continue to grow at insane rates. And yes, it's not growing for the bottom 90% of writers. It's not. Most writers don't make any money on Medium. But your goal as a writer is to understand that most writers don't make money writing, period. Your goal is to be in the top 10%. Your goal is to be an anomaly. Your goal is to reach that upper echelon. And when you do, you can ride the growth of the company. So I think the company is nowhere near its maturity and nowhere near its potential. So don't be the person that says, it's too late on Medium. I'm moving to this. I'm flip-flopping to other platforms. Like I see a lot of writers are flip-flopping. They're moving to things, Substack, all these other platforms, as if the platform's the problem and not them, right? They think that they're going to get a magical new wave of income going over to Substack. Okay, bye, right? But those who stick with it are going to reap the rewards. And I'm going to share a couple examples with you that'll help you understand that. I'm not going to name names, but I've seen multiple, like handful, dozens of writers who got started right around a year ago, and they're super successful now. And a year ago, people were saying that Medium was too saturated. A year ago, people were saying it's too competitive. A year ago, they were saying Medium has jumped the shark and you can't make any money. But I've seen dozens of writers go from zero to building up really formidable platforms. And I've even seen writers in recent months doing really well. I saw a writer on a Facebook group who went from $0 to $3,000 in month 4. Now, again, these results are not typical, but putting yourself in a position to be successful is the only way to become successful. And these people put themselves in a position to be successful, and they didn't listen to all the naysayers that said Medium was overblown and that it was saturated. And the good thing about Medium, if you decide to put out quality content, it can get noticed. Curators can find it. These articles can go viral. I have seen people who didn't have huge followings go viral and ride that wave to build platforms. Even if you don't go viral, you can be consistent. And you might have success later than others, but you can still have long-term success on the platform. I've told you this many times. I've seen people who were on the platform for less time than me who would shoot up and they would have meteoric rises and start doing better than me. But what I noticed is over time, I accumulated more followers net. Like they would have a really big spike, but I kept going. So I would overcome them eventually. They'd have a hot month, I'd have a hot year. They have a hot year, I have a hot 5 years. I'm going to have a hot decade. I'm going to persist and do this forever for the rest of my life. So that's not an attitude that you need to adopt right away, but you have to understand that you need to get on now, because this isn't about Medium alone. This is about you building a writing career for the rest of your life. It shouldn't matter. Why does it matter what maturity a platform is on when you just want to get your words out there? It shouldn't matter where you should put your words anywhere that they're accepting writing, because you want to have a writing career. Everyone's so focused on Medium, on the platform. You know how I found Medium? I was already building my writing career and I was looking for another avenue to facilitate it. I wasn't looking at the platform as my savior. I was looking at my own words, my own skills as the savior. I just figured I needed to get it in front of the right eyeballs to make good things happen. And that's the type of attitude that you have to have too. Too many aspiring writers are looking at Medium like a savior, like a charity case, like an employer. It's not even an employer. You are a contractor with the company. They owe you nothing. But you owe it to yourself to build a writing career. So it doesn't matter whether or not it's too late on Medium or any other platform. That doesn't excuse you from putting your butt in the chair and writing something every single day. Okay, since it's not too late for you on Medium, I want you to check out some resources pertaining to the platform in the description below. You will find a link to a free 5-day email course that'll teach you the ins and outs of how I use the platform successfully. For those of you who are really ready to dive right in, you can check the link below to my premium flagship course teaching you everything I know about Medium in the most minute detail as I can possibly share with you. And we also have monthly coaching calls in the group, access to a Facebook group where we go through topics in more depth, so make sure to check those out. Lastly, make sure to like the video, smash that like button, leave your 2 cents, let me know what video ideas you want me to cover next. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel, notification bell, all of that good stuff. There should be some videos popping up in front of your face right now. Make sure to check those out, and I will see you in the next video.